Hi, this is Starsky&Hutch, 21st Century Environment Explorers video. If you do like it, can you please subscribe and help us with get some more views and get the message out about looking after our environment? Thank you.
Hi, so I am the coordinator for the eradication of giant hogweed on the River Esk. Just in case any of you don't know what giant hogweed is, there's actually a plant behind me, yellow over there, which is actually a treated plant, but it's an exotic plant that was brought over for its sort of tropical look, but I think when people brought it over they didn't realise how invasive it is. It's a non-native invasive species, so spreads very quickly. Every time a plant flowers, 10,000 seeds can fall from the plant, so you can imagine how quickly it can spread. The other problem with giant hogweed, which is why we're not trying to control it, we're actually trying to eradicate it, is the sap from the stems can burn your skin incredibly badly, make you feel very ill for weeks. So it's not something we're trying to control, it is actually something we're trying to eradicate. The reason I got involved was I'm a member of Invest Village Society, and they were quite keen to do something to get rid of the plant. It's all over the walkways, it's all around the river banks. It's, as I said, spreading and quite ugly. It's not the only invasive species, but it's probably the most dangerous one, along with the Japanese knotweed, which obviously underpins the can damage the foundations of the buildings.
Right.
So basically we set up a project last year using the model from the River Tyne, which my father actually heads up.
Lovely.
And we enlisted a group of spotters from the village. So each spotter was trained to use their mobile phone to GPS map every single giant hogweed plant. I then collated a list of all the landowners, which is actually more tricky than you think. You've got businesses, farmers, individuals, some of people's gardens, and once the plants were all mapped, I contacted everyone. Everyone's actually been very enthusiastic about it. I must stress this is a completely voluntary project. Nobody has paid for anything. So the spotters spot, I contact the landowners then either go out and you can dig them out with a trowel, just if you get them 10 centimetres below ground level in the root. But some of the areas are so bad, there's no other way than to spray. We use a chemical which we have a donation from the maker called Roundup, which is the only as safe as pesticides can be to use around waterways. So that is why we use that one. And the project was actually very successful last year. We actually, a lot of the plants were sprayed and died back, but obviously, as you can imagine, with every flowering head there's a lot of seeds in the seed bank, and they will come again and again. So we need to progress this every year, and hopefully in the next few years we'll start to see a huge difference in the number of plants along the Esk. But the mantra is no plant must be allowed to flower.
And can people contact you if they want to? They can leave messages and
If they
contact you
wanted
to help you, or any way they can do things. So that's what we'll do. We'll put a little note in the comments for people to, if they want to help you or want to find more information about it, or
I mean, it'd be great at the end of the season if we had a group of volunteers to take some of the heads off, because they all need to be taken and bagged and removed and burnt ideally, but so that'd be great. Or if anyone wanted to dig out the plants, obviously you need to be very careful.
Exactly.
But
maybe they need a bit of advice
yes,
to make
definitely.
sure like that. So
there's been quite a lot popping up in gardens locally as well, so I've been round to different people's gardens to help them get rid of them as well.
So I'll put something, but if you could put things in the comments to help people, and if anybody's interested, just keep it going, please. So thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
I'll maybe post a photo of a flowering one so people know what it looks like as well.
No, that'd be a good idea. Anything will help, so people do know what to look out for. Thank you.